Hey everyone. I know it's the end of the day, so you guys are exhausted, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna jam through this presentation. So I'm gonna get to the important stuff quick, and I'm gonna leave all the boring stuff out. Just a little background, I've been an investor and entrepreneur in the psychedelic space for a while, and I've been investing in longevity for about 5-10 years on the biotech side. And about 2 years ago, I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna build something here. And this is what I'm building. I'm gonna show you guys what we found so you can take this knowledge and say, hey, this is what I should or shouldn't be investing in, or this is what I should or should not be building right now. So this is our website right now. This is gonna change very soon, but basically the data, insights, and all that is what we've been spending a ton of money and time on over the past 2 years. I'm gonna share it all with you right here. All of this is free on our website. I'm gonna show you guys how to get access to this, but all of this data that we have that's going on in the longevity world right now is essentially not being looked at. People are coming into the industry, building things, thinking that they have some great idea, and they're kind of getting their butt kicked. And I will raise my hand and say we've been having the same issue. I came into this industry thinking one thing would work, and it didn't work. But we've been collecting data the entire way, and we are able to share with everybody. We also made the first longevity stock index in the industry, which is live. It's been able to track the performance of what's going on in the industry. As you can see, it's down for the year. It's probably because of the macro markets, but still, we can see what's going on. We produce content. This is just over the past couple of months, everything from continuous glucose monitors to longevity coaches to preventive MRI scans. And we produce this content, yes, to produce information, but to track information. What is the public searching for? What is Google saying that the public is interested in? I'll tell you, the number one thing right now, by far, is biological aging clocks. That's what the public is searching for. MRI scans, longevity coaches, longevity clinics, blue light glasses, all that stuff is a small number right now. It's coming, but it's very small right now. We just launched Spannr Plus. You can go on our website. You can get access to our entire database. You can get most of our stuff for free. All these reports are free to download. You can see who's investing in the space, what companies have got what money. We've tracked all the funding rounds. We've tracked all the people involved, events, jobs, everything. We've quantified the industry, essentially. So what is the longevity opportunity? This is a hot debate in the industry right now. It's a lifespan. Is it health span? Is it life extension? Is it immortality? You're not really into longevity if you don't want to live forever, if you don't want to live this. It's kind of ridiculous, but the point is that it's a shift from reactive to proactive healthcare, and it's a shift from a one-size-fits-all care to personalized medicine. This is probably the best graphic out here right now. We put this together, but you guys don't need to worry about this for right now. You can get this from our website. This is pretty complex stuff. I'm gonna get to the part that's more exciting in just a little bit. This is what everyone should understand here in this entire event, and it's the most obvious data ever, and no one's looking at. Right now, this is our demographic pyramid for the world. As you can see, it's kind of squaring off. Demography is the one thing you cannot change. So if you're gonna invest in something or build something, you could say AI is going to do this, or psychedelics are going to do this, or cannabis is going to do this. You don't really know what's going to happen in the future. Demographics is the only thing we know what's going to happen in the future, because you cannot add biological humans after they've been born. If they're born, they age. You can't just magically put a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old on Earth. This is from 1960. This is our demographic pyramid from 1960. So we've been living in a time period for the past 50 years of dramatic growth. Our stock market's up, the real estate's up, our economy's up. No one cares about healthcare because they're all young and they're growing up. So that's been reactive healthcare, which is totally ironic because you should be having proactive healthcare as you're growing up. This looks scary. And this is not 100 years away, this is 2050. This is 25 years away. We have a shrinking, smaller population, which means this bulge right here is going to be the consumer demographic of the world. What are they going to consume? They're not going to be buying as much real estate. They're not going to be investing in stocks as much. They're not going to be investing or spending things on growth-oriented stuff that we've seen over the past 50 years. What they are going to consume is healthcare products. Japan's probably the best example of this. They call it Japanification. If anybody knows anything about what's going on in Japan right now, they have huge demographic problems. They have stagflation. The Bank of Japan's been printing lots of money in order to create inflation. They have a problem because people are saving money, they're not spending it. They're not going out to dinner and buying beers and having babies. They're just sitting at home watching TV. So this is the opportunity right here. Half this circle. 50% of the US wealth right now. What are they going to spend it on? I don't know. They're probably going to spend it on their grandkids, traveling, and healthcare. And that healthcare is probably going to be an enormous part of this $78.1 trillion that's going to be spent over the next couple of decades. So the supply and the demand, that's what we're worried about, right? The demand is certain. We know this. The demand is known. This is a demographic issue. This is going to happen. But how are we going to supply it? And that's the question. That's why we're all here today. How are we going to supply these people with what they're demanding? And we've broken it down to 4 key categories from all the data we've collected over the past couple of years. And I'm going to share that to you in just a second. But the main thing that I want to point out is that reactive healthcare has lost sight of basic, super basic stuff, super basic preventative healthcare. And a lot of the things that seem silly or elementary for the normal habits that we may have in this room is going to be huge business opportunities for entrepreneurs in the coming years. Education. The biggest thing we're noticing right now is the messaging from companies that are launching their products right now is far too complicated. The average person throughout the world has no idea what NAD plus is, has no idea what ketamine is, mental health products. They have no idea. Half the language that's being spoken here is like literally a foreign language to people. So just simplifying the message is one of the 4 key things we've noticed that companies really need to focus on. Just keep it simple, stupid. Access. What are target demographics already consuming? Where are these people congregating? They're not here. They're at CVS, they're at Walmart, they're at the grocery store. And if you go there, the products and services that we'll be selling and we are trying to build, they're not available there. Affordability is a huge issue right now. We all know about longevity clinics and retreats, or if you don't know, I'll tell you really quickly, longevity clinics and retreats in the US right now are absolutely crushing it. There's probably a half dozen high-end clinics here in South Florida, and they're booked out for the next 2 years. Next 2 years. And the minimum ticket sizes are between $5,000 to $10,000 for one visit. There's Human Longevity in San Diego. They have a $250,000 product that's booked out for 3 years right now. So there is enormous demand right now, but it's obviously skewed as a luxury product right now. That price will come down, and it will come down because there's going to be volume of people coming up. The next issue we're seeing, the final issue, is the longevity of longevity, which is basically how can we provide services that people are going to sustain? How can we provide services that people are going to be compliant with? What's the incentivization? There's a couple new health insurance companies and life insurance companies out now that will say, hey, we'll lower your premium for your health insurance, or we'll lower your premium for life insurance if you can run a mile in a certain time, or you can swim 100 yards in a certain time, or you can do a certain amount of push-ups or pull-ups or whatever it is. This is the type of stuff that's really going to change the industry in terms of providing products to the general masses, is incentivizing people to actually take action to have proactive healthcare in a way that's going to be economically sustainable for themselves. I told you I was going to go really fast. If you can think of longevity right now as the internet in the early 90s, I don't know if anybody in this room was logging on the internet in the early 90s. You'd have your modem, it'd be the dial-up, all that weird noise, static. It was a pain in the butt. That's why nobody went on the internet. But the people that went on the internet then figured things out, and they're the tech millionaires and billionaires of today. That's what longevity is today. It's clunky, it's hard to access, it's expensive, it's confusing, it's all of those things. Whoever can figure that out right now and make an easy path for access to the normal person is going to crush it. I'm done. If you have any questions, email me. All of our data is free. You can either email me, I'll send it all to you, or just go to our website and download it for free. Thank you.